What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today the Winnipeg Jets take on the Tampa Bay Lightning, but it is not just any ordinary game. The Jets get back 4 players, 3 of them in their top 6 and 1 defenseman. They get back Nikolai Ehlers, who's been missing since Game 3 of the season. They get back Blake Wheeler, who had a very unfortunate incident in his groin. We may touch on that later. And Cole Perfetti back as well. And then, of course, Nate Schmidt draws into the lineup too. So the lineup now looks like this, and it looks far better on the forward side than it has for pretty much the last 3 to 4 weeks, with injuries being piled up like crazy. I don't remember a time where the Jets have been so injured since they've returned, but hey, they fought through it. They picked up 3 straight wins before that, so they're looking for a 4th today against Tampa. Tampa is a very good team. They've had that core there for years now, and those guys know how to play together. The Jets got lucky though, is Victor Hedman actually having a baby right now, so he wasn't in the lineup. He was with his wife, so she picked a good day to go into labor, I guess, because the Jets didn't have to deal with him. And hey, the Jets right now are on a bit of a heater with a team that is pretty much just Moose players, but now they get their players back. How will they perform? And at the beginning of the game, as I kind of expected, there was some rust. Tampa comes out, scores goal. It's Anthony Cirelli, and they take the early lead, and the Jets are kind of on their heels for most of the period. However, it's going to be Connor Hellebuyck standing on his head there in the first period to keep it 1-0, and then near the end of the period, less than a minute remaining, Kyle Connor blasts a shot, and Pierre-Luc Dubois tips it home. Morrissey gets an assist as well. So now we have a tie game, maybe not deserved, but Dubois with his 18th, and we will head into the second period. And into the second period didn't start off great. Nikita Kucherov took a shot with about 4 guys in front of Hellebuyck, and it just squawked through him. No way he saw that puck. Hard to blame him there, but, still kind of sucks. And this game, it was chippy. Tampa, they play every game like it's a playoff game. This game felt like a playoff game. Big time, just the way it was going. Tampa, they like their hooks, they like their grabs, they like to do all that little stuff, maybe, being sneaky dirty and kind of getting away with it. Tampa's been to the dance before, they know what they're doing. With just over 7 minutes gone in the second period, the Jets have a 5-on-3, and it would be Pierre-Luc Dubois tipping home a Mark Scheifele blast, and just like that, we have a tie game again. Morrissey getting another assist, so he is just racking up assists, ladies and gentlemen. That is assist number 2 for Josh Norrisy, having an incredible year. That is your NHL All-Star. He's going to the All-Star game, his first of his career. Shout out to Josh there. We've got a 2-2 game heading into the third. And then disaster kind of strikes for Tampa Bay. I don't really know what Steven Stamkos was thinking here. He two-hands Ehlers right across the letters, straight into the backboard. So obviously, that's going to be a penalty. And then he decides to stand over him, give him a cross-check, and then Cirelli gets in there, gives him a cross-check too. He was kind of weird tonight. I don't know. He was pretty chippy. But anyway, Stamkos is going to get 2 minutes for being a loser, and he goes to the box. So Jets are on the power play, and just moments into the power play, Eric Chernick takes the puck and flips it straight over the glass. That is a delay of game penalty, and the Jets have their second 5-on-3 of the game. So a gift given to Winnipeg here, and Kyle Connor makes no mistake blasting it home. That is karma, ladies and gentlemen. Served up cold. Thank you, Kyle Connor, his 17th of the year. And from there, the Jets kind of just carried play. And a lot of fun stuff happened, actually. I don't know, Mark Scheifele kind of got interfered with by Ross Colton, and Scheifele took exception to that. He pitchforks Colton, and then Mark Scheifele kind of got bounced around a little bit, and Scheifele's down in the corner with about 9 minutes left, and Cirelli starts going after him after Scheifele knocked down Hayden Fleury. Lots of weird stuff tonight. The Jets were super physical. Ian Cole got lit up by Nikolai Ehlers there in the first period as well. Just weird stuff happening tonight. Guys that you wouldn't expect being big brutes out there were being big brutes. And then Mark Scheifele, he kind of just spun Cirelli around and tackled him to the ground, and they each got 5 for fighting. And that was about the biggest impact Cirelli had in this game, aside from that goal in the first period. He was just kind of out there being a pest. But yeah, sucks to suck. Tampa goes on the power play with under 2 minutes left. Kyle Connor takes a terrible penalty. Not what we were looking for here. And I was worried. We've seen this episode before. Tampa pulls the goalie. We know what happens when other teams pull the goalie against the Winnipeg Jets. It's often not a good outcome for the Jets, I guess to say. But then it's Morgan Barron picking up a loose puck, outskating all of the other Tampa Bay players behind the net, takes it and wraps it around into the open cage and ices this game. Morgan Barron, just for that, you get the big old Shining Star Award. That was incredible. Ices this game, makes sure that Tampa has no shot at a comeback, and the Jets are going to walk out of here with a very impressive win, 4-2 against the Lightning. And considering everything in this game, I think this was one of the best Jet games of the year. They get most of their guys back from injury. You know, they're still missing Appleton, Manalainen, and Stanley. But wow, this team came through today and they delivered. Those guys that played, you know, their first game, you know, Ehlers, it's his first game since October, sometime in there. And, you know, he didn't look himself, obviously. He's got to bang off the rust. But I thought Wheeler played fine as the game went on. Cole Perfetti, you know, he actually looked fairly good. I don't know, he only missed 5 games, so maybe not as much rust there. Nate Schmidt, I thought, had a strong game for the most part as well. But hey, all 4 of those guys back in the lineup, super exciting. And this Jets team now has won 4 in a row, and they knock out the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight 4-2. This Jets team continues to sit on the upper part of the Central Division, not very far behind the Stars now with a game in hand. Just 1 point separating the Jets and the Stars from first and second in the Central, and now creating a little bit of a cushion, 5 points behind Minnesota, as they do have 2 games in hand as well on Winnipeg. The Central is tight, ladies and gentlemen, and it is going to be tight right up until the end of the season, but it is going to be a lot of fun, and this Jets team looks like they're for real. And now that they're getting healthy, and now that they've got most of their guys back there, got a full healthy normal top 6, this is a lot of fun. I'm starting to really believe in this team. You know, every single obstacle that faces the Jets this season, they've been able to overcome. And if a 3-game losing streak is the biggest problem when you're icing half of a Moose team, hey, that's pretty damn good, man. I'm pretty happy with how Rick Bowness has just done all that he can with this team, and just, you know, getting the best out of every single player, getting everybody to buy in. What a job by Coach Bowness, playing in his 2600th game in the NHL. That's the most by any coach or assistant coach anybody has ever coached in the league. So shout out to Rick Bowness. Mr. Bones coming through with a big milestone today. I'm having a blast over here being a fan. This season is so much fun. But I guess I'll talk a little bit about Blake Wheeler here and why he missed time. Since December 15th, he's been out, and he's been out with a ruptured testicle. So that is not a very good injury to have. What a warrior for making it through that game where he did get injured. I don't know how the hell he stayed on the ice. That is absolutely beyond me. I don't know if they just, if it was just so bad that he just couldn't feel it or what. But, you know, 3 weeks he missed. I would have been out for 3 months. That is absolutely unbelievable. It's a good thing that Blake Wheeler has 3 kids, because I don't know if he'll be able to have any more after that. What a wild injury. I don't think I've ever heard about that happening in the NHL or in hockey in general, but that is something to note there, kids. Definitely wear your cups. Do not leave your cups at home, because you might end up like Blake Wheeler. But yeah, guys, wild game today. Kyle O'Connor picking up the game winner, Pierre-Luc Dubois with 2 goals, Josh Morrissey with 3 assists, and Connor Hellebuck standing on his head. What else can you ask for? Jets win, Jets win, Jets win. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Go Jets go. Bye-bye.